Hello students, welcome to my channel Science No Problem. My name is Tish Kumar Sharma and I am teaching you science. So my dear students, like our previous videos, this video is also going to be very informative and very useful. So please watch the video till end and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel to motivate and support me. So as to bring you far more useful and far more informative videos in future as well. So my dear students, without wasting any time, let's start our today's video. So my dear students, as you know, we have started a series of most important questions which can be asked in exams. So my dear students, this is our third video of this series on of most important questions on chapter metals and non-metals. So our first question is, compound X and aluminium are used to join railway tracks. Identify compound X and name the reaction and write down its equation. So my dear students, always remember that actually to join railway tracks there is a process that is the name of that process is a Thermit process. So Thermit process is used to join railway tracks, always remember. And the chemicals, two chemicals which we use in this Thermit process, that are aluminium and iron oxide. Please remember this is very important. Once again, the two actually chemicals which we use in Thermit process or Thermit welding, so that are iron oxide and aluminium. So identify the compound X. X is iron oxide. Name the reaction, Thermit reaction. Write down its equation. So aluminium plus Fe2O3. My dear students, aluminium is more reactive than iron, so it will displace iron and aluminium oxide will be formed plus iron plus lots of heat is generated, and heat is so intense that iron is obtained in molten state. Please remember this, and this iron is used to weld the broken railway track. So this is the chemical reaction. Now my dear students, our second question is, explain why a salt which does not conduct electricity in the solid state but becomes a good conductor in molten state. So we have a salt, and salt does not conduct electricity in solid state, because in solid state what happens, that ions cannot move. But in molten state, when salt is in molten states, so at that time what happens, that ions are free to move. So that is why a salt conducts electricity in molten state, not in solid state. Question number 3, part A. Sodium is a highly reactive metal and it cannot be obtained from its oxide by heating with carbon. It's chloride. Chloride by heating with carbon. Give reason. My dear students, always remember that, for example, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride cannot be reduced using carbon. Why? Because carbon is less reactive than sodium. Sodium lies at the top of the reactivity series and carbon at the middle, you know very well. So carbon cannot displace sodium. So this sodium metal cannot be reduced by carbon. How can sodium be obtained from sodium chloride? So actually sodium is actually extracted from sodium chloride by electrolytic reduction. Always remember, by electrolytic reduction. Then we have next question. Distinguish between the following. Number 1 is electrolytic reduction and electrolytic refining. So what is electrolytic reduction? My dear students, you know very well that actually we have metals which lie at the top of the reactivity series. They are highly reactive, so they cannot be actually reduced or extracted by heating or by using carbon reducing agent. So they are actually extracted or they are reduced by electrolytic reduction. So electrolytic reduction is a process which is used to extract metals from their compounds. And electrolytic refining is a process in which actually metal which is obtained after reduction. So that is impure metal. We get the metal which we obtain by reduction process. So that is not pure. So that is purified using this process. So electrolytic refining is used to to get pure metal from impure metal. And electrolytic reduction is a process in which we extract metal from its compound. So actually this is used to extract highly reactive metals, and electrolytic refining can be used to purify any metal which is impure. And then we have distinguish between mineral and ore. My dear students, always remember that compounds which are found naturally in earth crust are called minerals. Once again, compounds or elements which are actually naturally found in earth crust are called mineral. And ore are those minerals by which we extract metals profitably. Ores are those minerals by which we can extract metals beneficially. Number 3, alloys and amalgam. Alloys is actually a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals, or one metal or one non-metal. And amalgam is also actually alloy, but in amalgam, one of the component of alloy is mercury. Once again, amalgam is also actually alloy, but alloy in which one of the components is mercury metal, so that alloy is called amalgam. Question number 5, a metal X combines with a non-metal Y by transfer of electrons to form a compound, compound Z. State the type of bond in Z. My dear students, here actually combination is done using transfer of electrons. Metal X transfer combines with the non-metal. Metal and non-metal you know very well. Actually they are ionic compounds, and X is metal and Y is non-metal. By transfer of electron. So number 1, state the type of bond in Z. So they are ionic. This is actually ionic compound. So the bond between ionic compound is of ionic bond, because ionic bonds are formed by taking and giving of electrons. So this is ionic compound. What can you say about its melting point and boiling point? So melting and boiling points of ionic compounds are always, my dear students, remember that melting points and boiling points of ionic compounds are always high. Will it dissolve in kerosene or petrol? No. Actually ionic compounds do not dissolve in organic solvents. Kerosene and petrol are organic solvents. Will it conduct electricity? Yes, it will conduct electricity. Now my dear students, we have next question, question number 6. An element P reacts vigorously with water. The product so formed turns red litmus blue. Write the equations of reactions of the element P with water and oxygen. So my dear students, element which reacts vigorously with water is calcium. is calcium. So the product so formed turns red litmus blue. Now when calcium reacts with water, so what is obtained is lime water, calcium hydroxide is obtained. Plus heat is also evolved in this reaction, my dear students. This is very important reaction, and this is actually this is base, the basic. This is basic. So in this actually turns red litmus blue. So this is also given. Write the equations of the reaction of element P with water. So and with oxygen. Calcium plus oxygen is equal to calcium oxide. My dear student, this is actually addition reaction, combination reaction. So this is reaction of calcium with oxygen. Calcium oxide is formed. Write two uses of any one salt of element B. So for example, salt of calcium is, we are taking calcium oxychloride. Calcium oxychloride. So my dear students, actually this is called lime of chloride also, or this is bleaching powder, or calcium oxychloride, or bleaching powder. So two uses of bleaching powder is that number one, it actually it is used to disinfect drinking water, and second is it is used in the process of bleaching of clothes, white clothes. So these are the two uses of bleaching powder. Then we have next question. Some articles made up of silver, copper, iron get colored coating over them when they are exposed to air. Identify the color. For example, silver metal, we see which color? Black color. And on copper we see green color, coating of green color. And on iron we see brown color. So identify the color and chemical name of the substance of coating in each case. So this is actually silver sulfide. Black color is of silver sulfide. Green color is of copper carbonate and copper hydroxide. And brown color of coating on iron is of iron oxide. So I think that this question you understood. Now question number 8. Give reason. Aluminium is highly reactive metal, still it is used to make utensils for cooking. So my dear students, first of all, why aluminium is, because aluminium is good conductor of heat, so it is used to make utensils for cooking. And actually aluminium is highly reactive metal, so it reacts with actually oxygen. So what happens that it will corrode. So it corrodes. But my dear students, corrosion of aluminium is good because the iron oxide layer which gets deposited on aluminium utensils, so when actually it gets oxidized, so that aluminium oxide layer is very tough and hard. So it actually protects the aluminium metal under this aluminium oxide layer, and actually that remains protected from corrosion. So corrosion of aluminium is also good, my dear students. Please remember this. Second is carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides during extraction of metals. Carbonates and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides because it is very difficult to extract metals from carbonates, from their carbonates and their sulfides, and it is very easy, it is easier to extract metals from their oxides by simply by heating or by reduction with carbon. So that is the reason that we convert carbonates and sulfide into oxides. Next question is, name 4 elements which occur in free state. So 4 elements occurring in free state are gold, silver, platinum and copper. Where they are present in activity series and why? Because they are less reactive, so obviously they will be placed at the bottom of the reactivity series. Why magnesium ribbon starts floating when placed in hot water? Because magnesium ribbon will react with hot water to produce hydrogen gas. So this gas gets stick to aluminium piece of aluminium ribbon and in the form of bubbles. So and hence due to these bubbles forming on the surface of magnesium ribbon, so they keep the magnesium ribbon floating on the surface of water. So my dear students, this is all for today, and I hope that you understood the answers of all the questions which we have discussed today. And my dear students, these were very important questions, so please go prepared with these questions in exams. And if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. And my dear students, we will make next video on most important questions of carbon and its compounds. So keep watching our channel, keep learning and keep growing. Good luck.